So the premise of the bit was supposed to be that AC was going to have to do all of these things to satisfy school hacks. Jacob wrote the script. It was a pretty funny script, but one of them involved eating a pickle.
When I found out it was me eating the pickles, I was pretty distraught, honestly. It felt like I was on a roller coaster and it just went down. My pit just dropped.
AC sits down, and what he says to me is, I've never had a pickle before, which is not unusual because AC doesn't eat hardly anything. Like, you ask the kid, you know, his list of things he eats is like this long, and then it's every other food that exists.
I like pizza sometimes. Very specifically, it has to be a pepperoni pizza with the cheese and pepperoni taken off, and it has to be from Little Caesars. I don't know why.
So he sits down, he's like, this smells awful. Okay, fine, you're not a pickle eater. It was a dill pickle, I believe a gherkin.
I was like, Olston, I can't do this, man. He's like, what do you mean? Now, of course you can do it. I'm like, no, I can't, man. I don't like pickles, Olston. I've never had one. He's like, okay, and do it.
And AC says, I'm not going to eat the pickle. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not going to eat the pickle? You have to, like, that's the bit. That's the whole bit.
I was like, please, no, I don't want to do it, Olston. He's like, I don't care. It's for the skit. It's for the money.
Then there was a whole argument, like, AC, just eat the pickle. And he's like, I don't want to eat the pickle. And I'm like, you have to eat the pickle. It's part of the bit. Like, other people are supporting your scripts. You need to support this script by Jacob. He's like, I don't want to eat the pickle. I don't like pickles.
He said, I don't care. Sit in the chair and eat that damn pickle like it's your favorite food.
So fine, we had to come up with an alternative. And our alternative was, we'll get a stunt mouth.
And that was me.
All AC was going to have to do was take one bite into the pickle. That's it. That's all he had to do. And he couldn't even do that.
I asked him, Olston, please, how do I eat a pickle? At least tell me that. He said, shove it down. It's like, okay.
Camera's rolling. He's sitting there. There's the pickle. I give him a fork. I'm like, go in there with the fork, get the pickle. And he's like, I don't know if he didn't know how to stab it with a fork, but he kept putting the fork in there and nothing was happening. I'm like, no, you got to actually, like, put the fork into the pickle. Like, at this point, I'm really concerned because I'm describing basics of eating food. There's pickle juice flying everywhere and no pickle. Finally, he stabs the pickle and he takes it out. And what a consumer of food would do at this point is just bite into the corner of the pickle. What does AC do? If you've ever been to the circus or like a freak show and you've seen how they take the sword and they swallow the sword, that's what he attempts to do with the pickle. He doesn't put it sideways and take a bite. He puts it long ways and jams it into his throat.
Look, I just kind of thought about how I didn't want to eat it. I thought just shoving it down long way would be the fastest way to get it out. It was not.
He was pickly challenged.
Natural reaction, of course, is he starts gagging. Again, more pickle juice. The throat pickle comes out. He's like, no, I can't do it. And then he runs into the other room. Corey's like, do you need a moment? And AC ran into the green room. He's like, I'm fine. And he shut the door. So I don't know if he actually vomited, but the potential was there.
And I could hear him ridiculing. I could hear him making fun of me. He could be like, that's AC. That's something I expect of him. And then I was like, but Olston, I'm not throwing up. I just had to spit it out. He's like, sure you did, you big baby. Why you gotta do that?
I mean, I think I reacted like a good coach. I was trying to be firm yet fair in the way that he ate the pickle. I used a few swear words, but nothing caustic.
Mr. O's reaction was completely justified. All he had to do was eat the pickle.
I don't really know why I don't eat a pickle. I've never had a pickle before. You don't ever see a character in a movie eating a pickle. So you never know how someone eats a pickle. So I don't know. So I asked,
How do I feel like AC reacted? Like a baby.
It was very justified. I have sensory issues. Take that, Olston.
You have sensory issues?
Yeah, I do actually. Like, that's not part of the bit. I am actually diagnosed. I am actually diagnosed.
For the most part, the kids in the advanced class, which AC is one of those kids, we've got a good working relationship, I feel like.
Do I think Mr. O likes his students? Yeah, I'd say so.
I think he likes some students, he doesn't like others.
He said he hated me on the radio.
I think he has clear biases against me.
AC's definitely got quirks, but I think that most of the people in this class, including myself, do.
I did a Nightmare on Elm Street program for him, and another kid in the group lost the camera and it's my fault because I'm the one who's in his class still. So he clearly hates me for that.
I like him. I think he's one of the guys that you want on your team.
I'm not the one who lost his camera. He trusted that kid. He didn't trust me with it. I would have been careful with it. I would have been so good with it.
He always gets the job done, and he's great with a lot of the technical aspects.
I want him to give me the Logan Paul apology, but make it about me instead of the tree.